time now.
Comrades can.
Thanks again for joining us. We have Sergeant Leslie Nichols, and later on in the show we'll have Jeanette Fenton and Ronnie Bell talking about Harvest Homecoming, which is just right around the corner. But we want to talk about a child seat clinic that's coming up. When is that?
It's Saturday, October the 19th.
Okay.
And it's from
Couple weeks
9
now, yeah.
to noon. So, and we always have the Harrison Junior Auxiliary come out and they help us. And we don't like to take up a lot of people's time. I know that folks are traveling to go see the leaves and foliage
Oh,
is
yeah.
changing. And, you know, we're coming up on the holiday time too. So it's a real important time to take into consideration the transport of your child.
Definitely.
So
Where's that clinic going to be?
it's going to be held at Walmart in Harrison.
Oh, okay.
We'll do it in the parking lot out there. They're really good to work with us to, you know, allow us on site so we can take care of business.
And this is for
well, I was going to
yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, what will people expect to happen at this car seat clinic?
Well, first of all, when they show up at the clinic, it's open to anybody, not just Boone County residents. It's open to anybody if you're just traveling through the area. But it takes about 20 minutes. They'll need their primary vehicle, and they'll need the child that we're going to check the seat for to make sure that everything fits, and we're going to show them how to do that. So, and we hold this event rain or shine. So don't let a few raindrops stop you from coming out. We've done it
But
in
it
snow
won't rain
before.
that day. I'm
Well,
sure it
let's
won't.
hope not.
Yeah.
Let's hope not.
Now, a child's car seat, it doesn't last forever. Is that right?
No.
Do they have expiration dates
They
on them?
do. They last 6 years. So that's something that people need to take into consideration. Should they be using a hand-me-down seat?
And can they
or-
know by just looking at it if it's out of date?
Well,
or will you know?
No, we'll check seats and we'll check them for recalls and defects and things like that.
So you'll have a printout of the manufacturer and if there's any problems with that one.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. So if someone needs a car seat, we'll have an available supply for a long-term loan. You know, so if you show up and your child's in an infant seat, but they need a bigger seat, we
Yeah.
can replace that seat at no
So
charge.
so this is not a checkpoint to take away your car seat.
No. I know if they do have a recall or something like that, we want to take those
Okay.
seats. We don't want to put them back out
Right.
there with something that's
But you'll replace it
unsafe.
with something that you have a supply of. there.
Correct. Absolutely. We'll send them away with a brand new seat, and you know, so that shouldn't be an issue for anybody coming to our clinic.
There's nothing more important than the safety
Yeah.
of your child.
Absolutely. And we know that, you know, sometimes parents will select seats based on features or convenience. But more than that, there's a Child Protection Act that applies to kids under the age of 15, and more importantly, the seats that are involved. And children that are less than 6 years of age or weigh less than 60 pounds are required by law to be in some type of restraint system. So
Is
you
there
know,
a
it's
weight
safety
and height
measure.
requirement?
There is. Well, of course, the law pertains to 6 years or 60 pounds.
Okay.
But on the seats, you kind of have to watch the seats to see what will accommodate your child.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and we know that, you know, safety, that traffic accidents or motor vehicle collisions are the #1 cause of death in children under the age of 14. So it's really important for parents and caregivers to get this information. You know, sometimes they're just having trouble installing the seat. They're in a compact vehicle. You know, there's that bump in the back of the seat, or they have children in multiple seats. So we can work with them in order to show them how to properly put their child in the seat and attach it to the vehicle in the best way possible.
I had my granddaughter in a seat like that and had her in the middle of my little Prius. I looked back and she was like going this way. It was not supporting her. It wasn't holding her in place. So I, stopped the car and put her in one with a shoulder, whatever. It took care of the problem. But that kind of freaked me out.
Yeah.
And people may
Lot to
not
know.
think
Well,
about
and
it.
you know, it's small things that sometimes caregivers don't think about is, you know, they'll want to swaddle the baby up and then put them in the seat when actually all the warmth and the blankets and the coats need to go on top
Sure.
and not
Yeah.
Right.
behind that the restraint system.
So there's lots of things you may not think about that you need. This would be the perfect opportunity to find out about.
Yeah. So
What side of Walmart will you be on? Food side or the
we're
the garden
typically
side?
on the
or-
garden side.
On the garden
Okay.
side.
there'll be a tent out there. There'll be a big
Okay.
truck, and we'll have it marked
people will
off and
see
roped
when they
off.
come in.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We'll have signs up. So, we encourage everybody to come out.
Yeah.
Even if it's grandma that only has the child, for an hour or two on
Right.
the weekend, bring them out
Sure.
and let us check that seat and make sure that things are installed properly.
And this is going to be October 19th, is that right?
October 19th,
19th.
Saturday
And
from
it'll
9 to noon.
9 to noon. It's a
in
short
the
period
Walmart
of time.
parking lot, yes.
So get out early. And I'm sure a lot of people come afternoon, don't they?
They do. Unfortunately, we
Yeah.
have to put a closing time on
Yeah.
it at some point.
Okay.
But we do have technicians. So if they're not able to make the clinic on that Saturday, they can contact the police
Okay.
department, or we
Okay.
can
That's
have
nice.
a technician on hand in order to check their seat for
All
them.
right.
So
This is such a great program. I like this. I like this. When my kids were growing up, they have car seats. You just
You just did it.
we put them on a
And
pillow
help-
and strapped the seatbelt around them. And
Oh.
thank God, yeah.
Well, what about when we were kids?
Well, yeah, we didn't have seatbelts at all. I mean, I slept in the back of the car. I had a moonroof in the back seat for the window.
well,
So-
and what a lot of people don't think about is that car seats do multiple things. Is it
Yeah.
it contacts the strongest part of the body. It protects the head and the spine from injury. So, it helps a child ride down the crash. And should a person be involved in a crash, it provides EMS a way to transport
Absolutely.
that child.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Very
That's
important.
very good. Very good information. Thanks,
Thank you,
Leslie.
Leslie.
Thanks for being
Appreciate
here.
it.
yes, thank
Appreciate
you for
so
having
much.
me. I appreciate it.
All right. Let's take our last break of the show, and then we're going to be talking with Jeanette Fenton and Ronnie Bell. Great events happening up on the square coming up real soon. It's the Harvest Homecoming. Stay with us.
Jeanette left.